People have different reasons they visit a country. Yes. Some people come for leisure, some people come for to, have a good time of their lives, while some just come to have safety and to have a fresh start. Seeking asylum is never an easy process. There is so much to do, so much to say, and sometimes during your waiting hour, there is so much information that you should know, especially in a country like Spain. In this video, I am going to be explaining the asylum process in Spain, what it entails, how to apply, and if you are in that category of seeking asylum.
Nomads.
Hey there, you're welcome again to Nomads. Before diving into the process, let's define asylum. Asylum is a form of international protection given to people who have fled their country due to well-rounded fear of persecution, safety, in the need of safety, or personal reasons. Well, in Spain, asylum seekers fall into two major categories: the refugees, those who fear persecution, maybe due to race, religion, nationality, political opinion, yes, or maybe gender-based violence, and the rest. The second category is subsidiary protection, those who do not qualify as refugees but will face serious harm if returned to their countries, such as maybe war or war-torn zone, armed conflict, people who are maybe threatened with torture or inhuman treatment, or at the risk of death penalty. So these are the two major categories of refugees that Spain actually, or should I say asylum seekers, that Spain actually encourages to support and help. So Spain follows international asylum laws whenever Convention of 1951 and the Spanish asylum law of 2009, the European asylum regulations as well. And now let's talk about where and how to apply for asylum in Spain. Before diving into this section, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do, because this is a channel where we post about Spain, culture, and everything there is that you need to know before moving or even while you're living in Spain. Now, let's talk about where you can apply. Where exactly can you apply for asylum? There are several options depending on your situation. Number one, you can apply at the border. This involves maybe airports, ports, land borders, and maybe you just got to the airport upon arrival. You can apply at the seaport or at the land borders. You can apply. And when you want to apply, you have to inform the national police or the Guardia Civil. They will be the ones to guide you through the process. And Spain must process your application within 4 days at the border control. If rejected, you can actually appeal. Okay. And now let's talk about the second instance. What if you're already inside Spain and already in the country and you want to apply? You can actually apply at police stations or immigration offices, and you have to apply as soon as possible within 30 days of arrival. You should note that if you wait more than 30 days, your application will most likely be rejected. So upon arrival, maybe you're already in Spain, within 30 days you have to apply. Many people ask, can I enter Spain, then go to France and seek asylum there? The answer is no. You must apply first in the country you enter under the regulation. Yes, that is the regulation. You cannot enter France from Spain and apply for asylum there. Okay, so you must apply first in the first EU country that you arrive in. That means when you are coming into Europe and you have the plans of applying for asylum, you have to apply in the first country, in the first EU country that you step in. And this is the most reason why many people get rejected. There are many people that have lived in other European countries and want to go to another country to apply for asylum and they get rejected. Let's talk about the asylum interview, the documents needed. In an interview will actually be given to you. After securing an appointment, you have an interview at the asylum office. This is one of the most critical stages. What happens in the interview? The interview is conducted by a police officer or asylum officer, yes. An interpretation or interpreter is available if needed. You must explain why you are seeking asylum. Yes, you have to explain why you are seeking asylum to the police officers, the asylum officer, and there are some documents that will be required from you: your passport or identity documents, any proof of persecution. Maybe you say you are under threat, you are under duress. You have to provide proofs. Yes, proof of threats, proof of maybe police reports, medical records, photos, news articles, addresses where you can be contacted as well. Two passport size photos will also be required from you. Be honest and consistent in your answers, because any contradiction may weaken your case. Yeah, that is the truth. What happens after applying? Once you've completed your interview, the big question is what comes next? Number one, you are going to receive a white paper. Hoja, it's called hoja blanca, a white paper in Spanish. It proves that your application is in process, and it allows you to stay legally in Spain. Yes. Then after 6 months, a red card will be given to you, tarjeta roja. Yes. The first one was a white paper, and this one is the red paper. The red card is a temporary resident permit that allows you to work in Spain, but you cannot leave Spain while holding a red card. Yes, note that. Now, let's talk about the decision time. Positive outcomes: maybe you receive a positive outcome from the interview. After the interview, you receive the refugee status and residence permit. And if you have a negative outcome, you can appeal within 1 month. Okay, so red card is not a residence permit. The red card they are going to give you is not a residence permit and does not allow you to travel outside Spain. Okay, now let's talk about the common reasons for asylum rejection. Why is it that some asylum seekers are being given positive response and some negative response? Let's talk about that. Not all asylum applications are approved, and here are some common reasons for rejection. Number one, inconsistent or false information. When you try to cook up stories and say things are not true just to get asylum, and your story is not consistent in the first place, you're going to get rejected. Lack of sufficient evidence. Late application after 30 days of arrival. Like you've already been in Spain more than 30 days, your application will be rejected. And if you have previously you came from another EU country first, like before you got to Spain, your application may be rejected. And if your application is rejected, you can consult a lawyer or an NGO or even appeal for support. Okay. So, guys, before going forward, let's talk about your right as an asylum seeker in Spain. While you're waiting for your asylum application to be processed, you have specific rights under the Spanish and international law. Number one, you have protection from deportation. You cannot be deported while your asylum request is still under review. Number two, you have right to shelter and basic assistance. If you lack financial means, Spain provides accommodation and financial aid through NGOs like CEAR and ACCEM. Yes, and you have the right to work after 6 months. If your application is still in process after 6 months, you can legally work with the red card. And the next one, you have access to healthcare. Like you have free public health care and including emergency services and essential treatment. And you have the right to education. Children under 18 can attend school for free. You also have the right to legal aid and interpreters. Free legal assistance is available and translation services are available during the asylum process. So, understanding your rights can help you navigate this challenging process. Now, the final tips and conclusion. Seeking asylum is a complex journey, but understanding the process makes it easier. Okay, so here's a quick recap of what I said. I said you have to apply at the border or immigration office and prepare strong evidence for your asylum case. You have to be patient because the process takes time. Know your rights and seek help if needed. Okay, so these are some of the things you should know about asylum seekers in Spain. And lucky for the asylum seekers, Spain has something they call Arriago Social. I'm going to be explaining detailedly what it entails in my next video, where I will talk about how to be moved to Spain from being a tourist to a resident. Arriago Social is going to be explained. You can live in Spain after some time. You can use this opportunity to get your confirmed papers. Dear friends, this is all to the topic of asylum in Spain. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can visit our website at www.nomads.com, where you fill a form and somebody will attend to you, or I myself will attend to you and answer your questions. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Adios.